Hi guys, I'm Charlie, welcome back to Cine Channel, and with the Super Mario Galaxy movie being out for a couple days now, critics hating it, saying the dialogue's bad and there's no character development, and it's another cash grab, while fans are loving it, seeing the Easter eggs and references, and all the other Nintendo stuff, and maybe they're loving it too much because I had one fan that would not stop talking, from the beginning of the trailers till the end of the credits, and guess where they sat, baby? Right next to me. So I definitely knew that Nintendo fans were gonna love this movie. So what I'm gonna do here for you today is break down the movie to the best of my ability, go through the plot, and then talk about the ending and post-credit scenes. I'm honestly not even going to attempt to break down all the Easter eggs and references. I know there's people who are going to do that way better than me. There's already videos out there. I'm doing it for your sake and mine so you don't make fun of me for getting like everything wrong. I said before, I'm a pretty big casual Mario fan, so I will just be going through the plot. And I mean, the Easter eggs and references I noticed and remembered, I will break down. I'm just saying, don't expect this to be a deep dive analysis. So like, comment, subscribe. I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Without further ado, let's go. Starting off with reiterating my thoughts from my spoiler-free review. I did like the movie. It was entertaining, the visuals were amazing. Overall, thought it was a fun time, but I could notice the problems. It was a bit disappointing, as I kind of felt it lost the Mario Galaxy side and just became Nintendo the movie. And for the second movie in the franchise, I don't know if you want to do that yet. Along with it was just a bit rushed, lack of character development, and like I said, all over the place. Led me to give a mixed score of 7, but overall, good movie. And I do want to make a video later this month predicting what Mario 3 could be, because by the end of this movie, as we were all thinking it was going to set up Smash Bros, I honestly don't know where they're going to go. Because I mean, yes, they do some stuff that points to that, but they also just set up so many other things with that ending and post-credit scenes. But that's just my thoughts on the movie, so let's begin diving into the plot. Starting off with Rosalina and her Lumas, she's telling the story of Princess Peach, while they all want to hear the story of the plumber, Mario. We see Lumas dressed as Mario, Luigi, and Donkey Kong, reenacting the fight scenes. I also saw a lot of people saying there was a bunch of symbols on the bookshelves back there relating to other games or Nintendo properties. But then we see Bowser Jr. pull up in the thing from Super Mario Galaxy. I know, I'm sorry. I acknowledged it, it's there, right? I broke it down. But we essentially have Bowser Jr. kidnapping Rosalina for her power, and then that's when we cut to Mario and Luigi in the Super Mario Odyssey Sand Kingdom. Toast Arena, right? But they actually pull up on motorcycles, which I can only assume are from Mario Kart, and we get the little people from Odyssey telling them that their pipe problem is in that upside down pyramid. So honestly, being an Odyssey fan, I liked seeing all that stuff, and like with the T-Rex when we get on later in the movie. But then this is when we get the introduction of Yoshi. We saw this in the post-credit scene of the last movie, and now we can finally follow up here. I was honestly surprised he wasn't in the last one, but I do like Yoshi in the movie. Donald Glover voiced him great, but honestly, did anybody think he sounded like Jar Jar Binks? Is that just me? It can't be. But we get Yoshi explaining his backstory, walking through Brooklyn, and we see a bunch of characters from the first movie, like the dog and its owner, Spike, Donkey Kong. Kind of said that's the only time we saw him in the movie, but still, my boy cameoed. And then we get them all going back to the Mushroom Kingdom, where they're celebrating. I love the beef with Toad and Yoshi. It's just so stupid because it doesn't need to exist. Toad's acting like this for no reason. It's funny stuff. But we get Mario and Peach talking on the roof, and honestly, this is something where I want to say they were hinting at Mario and Peach being more of a couple, and she kisses him on the cheek later in the movie. But along with their character development and a lot of the other characters, I feel like it just kind of gets dropped throughout the movie. I'll talk about Bowser when we get to him, but that's another example of they did something cool where his character was gonna go and then they just dropped it. But anyway, we have the Luma star crashing down on the Mushroom Kingdom, making that beautiful visual of the shooting stars in the galaxy in the sky, and the Luma explains to them that they know who Mario and Peach are, and their mom, Rosalina, has been captured. So actually, Peach and Toad go off to go save her and find her while they put Mario and Luigi in charge of the Mushroom Kingdom, and that is when we get an awesome montage of basically them playing the game, going through levels, saving Toads, beating up the goons, all that stuff. And that was just really fun to see because you're watching it in a way where it visually looks like you're playing the game. So a lot of fun stuff and power-ups there. Some of the ones I like that they added were the fire flowers and the main ones, but when they started doing like the random stuff where Mario had a drill on his head, Yoshi was blue, Luigi had like a cloud. I mean, I know those are from games. That was just not clocking to me. It was like, okay, there's a lot of stuff I did not recognize here, but still all fun stuff. And then we get Peach and Toad in the Gateway Galaxy trying to figure out where to go, and that's when we get a bunch of cool cameos in the background, but the main one being Rob, who helps them at the information desk. It's a funny scene, and hey, what's he doing here? But he points Peach and Toad in the right direction, and then we cut back to Mario and Luigi in the Mushroom Kingdom when Bowser Jr. arrives with his UFO. Awesome visuals, beams get shot down, they're lifting the castle, the Toads are dying, and Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi are in the castle fighting Bowser Jr. as he arrives, saying he's gonna take his father back, and Bowser Jr. just looks so sick. I actually think Benny Safdie did a great job voice acting. In the fight scene we get, oh my god, this is the stuff that was feeling like Super Smash Bros. Just great action and animation overall. And then we get to a point where they fought and the castle is falling in the Honey Hive Galaxy, and that's where we get Bowser back again as Mario hits him to make him big. And we get this funny scene where they're about to fight and Bowser just gives him a big old smooch. So long, gay Bowser. Or no, so long, straight Bowser. But then Bowser Jr. beams up Bowser, finally having his dad back, leaving Mario and the gang stranded. Okay, so then from here, I do want to talk about the introduction and inclusion of Star Fox, Fox McCloud. So there's a point where Peach and Toad need a ride, and well, you see Fox's ship right there, and boy is he happy to help. And he just really throws himself out there. Says, oh, no, for sure. Princess, yeah, hell yeah, I can help her. So we get them teaming up, while we get Mario and Luigi and Yoshi asking this giant ass bee how they can get home or get to Bowser Jr. And so they hop on this big bug and they fly off. So we get Bowser and Bowser Jr. finally reunited. And honestly, this is where I want to talk about Bowser's character development. So throughout the movie, we've seen Bowser kind of turn around and become a good guy, being incarcerated and shrunk down. He's buddies with Luigi. Point is, he's trying to be a better guy. And that's even shown in the scene of him kissing Mario, even though if it's played for laughs. He had a change of heart. But now Bowser Jr. is making him change back because he's mad that they took his dad, and Bowser actually promised Bowser Jr. in a flashback that they would rule the galaxy together on planet Bowser. And we get this great scene of Bowser being a dad to baby Bowser Jr. doing puppet shows, telling him how they'll rule the galaxy. Super cute stuff. And yes, I get that and it makes sense. But then from there, Bowser just becomes so one note evil again. And I mean, obviously it's Bowser, so he's gonna do that at some point, but I just would have loved to see for one movie it play out of Bowser being a good guy. Or maybe they just shouldn't have dropped it so fast. Point is, his character development was going somewhere and then dropped, although it gave us that awesome final battle in third act where we are on planet Bowser. And so all our characters meet up and they're going to save Rosalina. Mario's like, I knew it, I knew Bowser was evil the whole time. But okay, really just talking about that final battle. Actually no, first they do some cool stuff with like the game mechanics again, where you literally get the stage 4 of Mario, Bowser, and Peach on the bridge, and that's just awesome to see. They're all trying to figure out where Rosalina is, but the whole planet is lava around them. And so Bowser ends up falling in the lava. Bowser Jr. goes into a crazy final form where he's black and red, and Bowser comes out as Dry Bones, and I just thought that was the coolest thing. Maybe the design was a little goofy, but just seeing Dry Bones Bowser coming out like that. We get Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi all fighting against them with the drill power-up, cloud power-up, and all that silly stuff like I was saying earlier, but it is a cool fight. We get Luigi with Bowser Jr.'s paintbrush, and he draws Mr. Game & Watch to go fight against Bowser and Jr. That was just so funny. My audience lost it. I mean, okay, they didn't lose it to Mr. Game & Watch, but they were like, oh shit. And I was like, oh shit. Fun stuff like that. And then now this is where I'm gonna have to back up and talk about something I kind of forgot. The whole thing with Peach and Rosalina. So we do get some cool stuff where we do find out that Rosalina was Peach's bigger sister, and she's the one who lost her to the Toads in that flashback we see in the first movie and now expanded upon here. And so yes, I thought that stuff was cool, making that connection, but I also think they did the bare minimum with it, as only having that scene in the movie and then not really touching on it at the end until they have to come together, where they explained to us earlier that their power together is unstoppable. That yes, mostly Rosalina has like the galaxy powers, but when put together with Peach, might as well be Power Rangers. So we get Rosalina in a box where she's been kept the whole time, with Peach finally being caught up to her. So then she puts her hand on one end of the glass and Rosalina puts her hand on the other. Their galaxy power just kind of explodes and breaks her out of that cage. But now they can all defeat Bowser and Bowser Jr. Sorry, I kind of forgot to mention that big plot point of Rosalina and Princess Peach being sisters. So now we're at the end of the movie. They all go back to the Mushroom Kingdom and they're like, where the fuck's the castle? Huh? You want to explain that one to us, Mario? Left you in charge, asshole? But no need to worry, they just make a new castle with their newfound friend. Mario gets the cape power up, flies up and puts a flag on the new castle, and that's the ending to the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Okay, so now moving on to the post-credit scenes. We get Bowser and Bowser Jr. being put away in jail, Star Fox being sent home with enough fuel on his ship. And so this is where it kind of points in the direction of, okay, are we gonna get a Star Fox spin-off? But I mean, the post-credit scene ends with the blue Luma from the original coming back as the guard for Bowser Jr., making it full circle, which is funny. But like I was saying, I just don't know why Star Fox was in here if it's not clear if he's gonna get his own movie or Super Smash Bros. Movie next. I still liked him in here, but I just felt like it did take away from the Galaxy aspect, which what I was talking about earlier is kind of the main problem that a lot of people are having. That this movie was just a bit overstuffed, and you could probably tell from me trying to hobble my way through the plot breakdown that yeah, there's a lot in this movie. But now leading on to the last post-credit scene, which is good again, but honestly it makes it even more confusing. We get the introduction of Daisy at the Gateway Galaxy. Just a quick little look, and hey, Luigi can finally have a girlfriend in Mario 3. But alright, that is everything in the Super Mario Galaxy movie, broken down to the best of my ability, all the spoilery good stuff talked about. I don't think they fumbled here. I still thought it was a good movie. They just really need to figure out where they want to go. And like I said, I want to make a video predicting what Mario 3 will be. So stay tuned for that, and thank you so much for watching this video all the way through if you did. What did you think of the Super Mario Galaxy movie? Tell me your spoiler-filled opinions in the comments below. Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Where do you think they're going next? Check out the channel, subscribe, check out the TikTok and Instagram at Cine Channel. I'll see you in the Mushroom Kingdom. Have a Cine day.